what's that in the sky? It's a bird. It's a plane. It's SuperKook here, coming to you guys today with parts 3 of my Pokemon X and Y thoughts and speculations. First off, I want to say real quick, thanks everybody for getting my last one up to almost 8,000 views. I know you guys didn't really come for me, but you guys came for, the new Pokemon, but hey, whatever, I'm glad to see it. Anyways, today there's been some new Pokemon news announced, introducing 4 brand new Pokemon for Generation 6. Not including the other 2 that I haven't talked about yet, which I'll talk about them in the later half of the video. But right now I'm going to talk about what you guys probably want to see, the new stuff, which is the 4 Pokemon, the bird, the goat thingy, the lizard thingy, and the bird thingy. So I'm going to talk about them all real quick. First off, we're going to talk about the grass thing. It's called the Go-Goat, which we don't really have the English name yet. It's a grass-type Pokemon, and the first most important exciting thing about this is you can ride it. There's some screenshots of you riding it in the field. You can ride it. I don't really know how this is going to be shown, but I know it learns to move form leech and whatnot, but that's pretty cool that you can ride it, and it's a grass type. I may be using this because I have a soft spot for grass types. If I'm not using Chespin, this thing may have a place on my team. The next thing we're going to talk about is Electeru, the lizard Pokemon thingy. Yeah, it's called the Generation Pokemon. It's an electric normal type. I like it. It looks kind of derpy. It looks a little bit like Scrafty, but more lizardy. I don't know. It has a new move called Parabola Charge, which I guess it says heals the user while damaging opponents that use solar rays to generate electricity. So I'm guessing it's going to be like a 2-turn move, kind of like Solar Beam, where on the first turn you're going to get healed, the second turn it's going to destruction. So yeah, there's that. Also bear with me, I don't really have a script. The next thing is called Yayakoma. It is the Japanese Robin Pokemon. He's a normal flying type. I'm guessing this is going to be the regional bird. So, I like it. He's kind of cute. I really hope it evolves into something cool and not as... I don't know. I don't dislike it, definitely. I like it, but... I don't know if I'd go as far as saying that I'd like it. I am indifferent towards it. I don't really feel strongly about it one way or the other. It looks just like a regional bird, you know? They're not anything exciting to me, but here it is, normal flying, yeah. And the last new Pokemon that has been announced is Yancham. It is the naughty Pokemon. It is a fighting type. Yeah, I can see the Kung Fu Panda nicknames now. I can hear y'all sighing. Oh, look, he named his Pokemon Poe. Oh, look, he named it Jack Black. I can see it now. But, I don't know. I've never really been a big panda person. I know everyone's like, oh, pandas, they're the best animal ever. People tend to overlook the fact that a panda is still a bear, and it will still maul you because it is still a bear. Anyways, I do like it. I have a really soft spot for fighting types. Originally, when I first thought it, I thought it might be a dark type because I thought it'd be like a regional dark type that you get early on, like Purloin or Mightyena or whatever like that, but whatever. Fighting type, I like it. Feeling for it. And I like the little leaf that randomly has in its mouth. I'm feeling this thing's in competition with Ash's Trico or whatever, but yeah. So there's that thing. I guess it has a new move called Parting Remark. They haven't really said much about that. Another thing that they have shown are the protagonist for Pokemon X and Y. So they've shown the protagonist, the both the male and the female one. So this is the male one. I'm popping over the screen right now. He has some weird thing on his wrist. I'm intrigued by that. And yeah, here's the female one. They both look fairly standard. I do like the male, especially more than I like the starters for Black and White 2. And another thing that they did announce, or they haven't really announced it, but it's right now very, very highly speculated, is character customization. As you can see here, they show some character customization type dealios where you can change the hair color and the skin tone, so I can finally be the black Pokemon trainer that I've always wanted to be. No, I'm just kidding, but yeah, it doesn't seem anything too drastic, but it is nice to have a little bit of customization within the game. Another thing they have announced is the region. It's a region based on France for the time being. That's what the current thoughts are. And it is called the Karos region. There's a city, I guess, called the main city, called Miar City or something like that, where you're riding Go-Goat. So, there's that. There's the 4 Pokemon. And one more thing that it shows is it's not very large, but it did show the box art, so I'll flash that up right now real quick too. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. But now that I got the new stuff out of the way, there's been some other information announced that I haven't really gotten around to talking about, so I figured might as well talk about them now while I'm here. First off, they announced Sylveon. Sylveon is a new evolution. They haven't really announced much about it outside of its typing, or they haven't even announced typing, rather. But there has been a lot of speculation with the word Sylve. I guess that's some sort of word for fairy or something like that, and fairies tend to fly and through the different languages, so a lot of root words for fairy and sprite and flying like that, so I am heavily speculating that it's a flying type. NBC actually made a really good video about that, so go check that out. And another thing announced was Mewtwo's new form, which when it was first announced I thought it was going to be a form. I didn't really want it to be, but I thought it was going to be form anyways, just seeing how things have been in the past. I'm not completely sure where it was. It's just one of my Let's Players, one of my favorite Let's Players talking about it. He said somewhere there was something calling it the Eclair form. So, that could be a name. If it is the Eclair form, Eclair is, or rather the word Clair. Clair is Japanese root word for lightning, so I'm thinking it may be Psychic Lightning type, which could be interesting for a new Mewtwo form. The Mewtwo form was seeing used a bunch of random moves, and I can't even talk today, so I apologize for that. But new Mewtwo form has been shown using new moves. Sylveon, heavily speculated to be a flying type, plus the new Pokemon Yamuchan, or not Yamuchan, whatever it's called, Gogoat, Yancham, Yayakoma, and Electeru. So, yeah, that's about it. That's all I'm going to touch on today, because that's all that's really been announced. So, character customization, 4 new Pokemon, Sylveon, Mewtwo's new form, character customization, and the base models with protagonists. That's probably what we're going to end up playing around with, and box art. So, if you enjoyed this, comment, like, subscribe. This is me just kind of giving you a quick overview of the new information. And, as more information is released, I'll continue making these, assuming these continue getting views and whatnot. So, this has been ItsSuperKook signing out. Everybody have a nice day. Bye-bye.